you get angry over small things, big things, unexpected things. You think anger is power. You think that just because you get angry, you need to react. You need to show that you're angry. And the biggest part is that you think it's justified, because you can always justify being angry. Someone changed your plans. Someone didn't show up. Someone did something you didn't expect them to do. Someone betrayed you. Someone cancelled a plan. You always find a reason to justify the reason why you're angry. And somehow it makes sense. You make it make sense. What if I told you that anger is just a habit? Is something that is instinctively you've learned and you have within yourself as an instinct, because it's a natural response to your body that years and years and years ago somehow it made sense, because you needed to protect yourself, because you needed to defend yourself. But what if I told you that now anger is only making you unhappy? You feel powerful when you're angry and when you show that anger. But what if I told you that this is only making you miserable, because now you don't need to defend your land as before. You don't need to hunt. You don't need to protect your tribe. You don't need that anger, especially because people that tend to pay with your anger is yourself and people around you, because anger is just best. It does best, and we tend to pay with people who are close to us, such as family members, because we know they're just never going to leave, and because they're the people that we feel most comfortable with. And for the same reason, it somehow makes it seem like it's not that bad. But is it not? In fact, most of the times you are angry because you feel like you've lost control. That is actually what makes you angry. Feeling powerless. Feeling like you are not in control of the situation. And most of the times that you're angry, you're not even angry with a person. You are angry at the situation. Example, someone cancelling plans. I've realized this is true. Most of the times I'm not angry at the person for cancelling the plan. I'm angry at the fact that now I have no plans now. If we were going to go for a coffee, we were going to go to the movies, if we were going to go for dinner, now this person cancelled plans on me. And now I do not have a plan. And that's normally what I'm really angry about. The fact that suddenly I have no plans. That suddenly I have to be stuck at home when I've made my mind into going into town, into having a coffee, into having a drink, into having a walk, into having a chat that maybe I really needed. And that's what makes me angry. It's not the person itself, but the situation I'm left in. So a quick advice I give to you is do the plan anyways. Before I would just get so angry and I'll just give up. Like, okay, well, this person has cancelled the plan. I give up. I'm unhappy. I'm miserable. They've ruined my day. And I just do not continue with the plan that was supposed to happen because I don't even want to. I have pictured the plan with a person. I don't want to do it myself. But lately, I have changed this example the other day. My sister cancelled a plan. We were going to go for a long walk. I didn't initially want to go, and she convinced me, and then when I'm getting ready, she just cancels. Obviously, my first reaction was anger, frustration. Like, I didn't even want to go on this walk. I got ready, and now you're telling me we're not going? So I was really angry, but mostly because now I felt like I have no choice. Now I'm going to be home. And you know what I did? I was like, okay, well, let's look at the situation logically. Do not forget you have emotions for a second. Imagine you're a robot. And I was like, okay, if I just take my emotions out of the equation for a second, just a second, okay, the plan has been cancelled. That sucks. But like, that does not actually mean that I have to be home, that I have to stay home. I thought, okay, well, what was the plan? The plan was going for a walk. The plan was going for a nice, 40-minute walk, so on, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, so I kind of stay home. But I could also continue with the plan as if she was never in the plan on the first place. And that's what I did. I was like, okay, well, I'm actually going to do the plan. I'm going to go for the walk by myself, 30, 40 minutes. I even tried to bring something positive out of the situation, and I thought, well, now I can go out for the walk and I can decide for myself. I can decide if I want to be half an hour. I can decide if I want to be an hour. I can decide how long I want to be in the walk because it's only my choice. And that somehow made me happy, and I did the plan. I didn't let her decision change the plan. Yeah, I mean, I did feel angry at first, but at the end of the day, I did the same plan. And it didn't really affect me at all because I did the same thing just without her. What would have affected me is like all the other times if I had stayed home, locked thinking, oh, this person cancelled on me. That would have pissed me off, and that would have allowed me to feed the anger that I already had. And something about anger is that when you're angry, you feel powerful because you feel like you have a reason to be angry. But when you're angry, you're not in control of anything. Because when you're angry, your emotions control you. Your emotions rule you. And when you're ruled by emotions, you're not in control. So when you're angry, it's actually when you lose control over yourself. And this is why it's so important to try to not let anger consume you. Because also, the more you allow anger, the more you allow it to get onto you. The more you don't continue with your day, leaving it aside, the more it will appear. It's such an addiction. The more you get angry about things and do not do anything to change it, the more angry and the more anger you're going to keep feeling. But as I've been saying, anger is a habit, and as you know, habits can be changed. Yeah, we know it's very difficult because when we normally have a habit, it's something that has been inside of ourselves for a very long time. But do you know that tiny thing that you changed, or that food that you used to love and it was bad for you and you stopped eating it? There is always something that you can set as an example for yourself. Me, for example, as a kid and as a teenager, I loved the normal natural yogurts that actually have sugar in them. They have loads of sugar, but they sell them like natural yogurt, but they actually have loads of sugar, okay, everywhere. I stopped having them because I started having Greek yogurt. And one day I was just out of curiosity. I was like, I'm going to try again those yogurts that I used to have, which are like natural yogurts. And when I tried them, I was like, oh my God, this is just sugar. It just only tastes like sugar to me. And it's because now I'm used to natural Greek yogurt. And I'm sure you can find an example for yourself. And it just shows how important it is to break a habit that's bad for you. And it's not going to be easy. Of course not. I mean, it's not. Before I put sugar on my coffee, now when I do like a nice latte, I do not put sugar. And at the beginning it was like, oh, it's not as nice. Second time, oh, it doesn't taste, I don't know, it's a bit bitter. Okay, I'll just add more milk instead. But then now that's my habit. That's how I do it. And I do not ever think, oh, I need sugar. So same way you'll get used to it. And habits are never easy to be broken because that's why they're called habits. It implies something you've done for a long time. But once you break it, it'll help you. Anger, just like anything else, if it's not fed, it does not grow. And also, sometimes we need to feel angry, okay? Don't think I'm just like, woo, I feel angry loads of times. but I just try searching for a solution instantly, because I tend to get angry over things like someone cancelling a plan, something going unexpected. And I've just realized that if I just, as I told you, stop for a second and think, okay, is this benefiting me? I mean, okay, I've been angry for like 5-10 minutes. Okay, that's the natural reaction, good. But is this going to help me if I continue feeling this way? No. Okay. Is this going to solve anything? Is my friend suddenly going to say, okay, I changed my mind, let's go? No. Okay. If nothing is going to change apart from the initial anger you felt, maybe you can twist it around. And do you get what I mean? I, for some reason, can only think about the example about cancelling plans because it's just so typical. Because we get angry so many times because we expected something to go in a certain way and it didn't. So now I try to just, even if I have like a really big reason to be angry, when I'm like, okay, this is a friend betrayed me, and imagine, I'm like, okay, well, I have felt angry, which is natural. But now, from this point onwards, this is not going to help me. Nothing is going to be solved if I keep feeling this way. So I'm just going to have a hot shower. I'm just going to make myself a nice latte. Even if I hate the world right now, I'm going to, as I said, latte. I'm going to do some makeup. I'm going to do 5 squats. I don't care, but break the cycle. Listen to a song, because you'll end up realizing, oh my God, wait, I'm not thinking about that anymore as much. And that's already a win, because it means that you've learned to put it aside, to know that that anger is there, but you don't have to feed it. And the more you do this, the more anger will leave, will vanish, will not haunt you, because it will know that you control it and it doesn't control you. You're in control of your emotions, and your emotions are not in control of you, because that's how it should be. So you're like, hey, shut up. We're not feeling this. Okay, that's there. I put it away. We got angry for a reason. Good enough. Yeah, well, nothing else to do. Now what? And if someone cancels a plan and you really don't want to go over yourself because it was really a social plan, do a social plan by yourself at home. My sister the other day experienced this, and I was like, okay, I have an idea. She likes painting, and she's been doing it recently. So I was like, okay, grab your painting notebook, whatever they call, blog, and just, she loves driving. So I said, just go on the car, like sometimes you do, because she loves driving. Go anywhere that you can park, like around the beach or something, because we live in the south, so it's like Spain is like amazing. Just go there with your blog and your paint and paint. Try to paint the sea whilst you're inside the car, or maybe a building you're looking at and you like, or the grass. And that's what she did. She did that, and at night time she texted me. She said, when I said, oh, what do you do at the end? She said, oh yeah, I went with the car. I drove with the car with the painting, and I went to the beach and I painted whilst I was on the car, and I had a nice time. I put some music, and I was just so happy for her, because I know that day was so much better than what it would have been if she stayed home. I just know. And I'm so happy for her. And times that I've done those things is like, because you start to feel, to leave, allow the anger to leave your body, and then it allows you to see different things. Like, I've done that sometimes, and maybe if I'm painting or listening to music, and I was feeling super antisocial, like I can't stand the world, because I'm outside and I'm kind of shutting down anger. Then suddenly I'm like, maybe I see a cafeteria and I'm like, what if I go? What if I grab a coffee? Wait, what if I sit down? Maybe they have Wi-Fi. Maybe they have Wi-Fi. What if I sit down? And then I end up sitting down, having my coffee. Everything has been fine. No one has thought I'm lonely as hell. No one has thought I have no friends. And I'm like looking and thinking, maybe the world is just not so bad after all. Maybe today I'm actually having a good day. And that's priceless. Because I've known both. I've known that, and I've also known being home and not leaving. And we both know what feels best. But yeah, this video was mostly about anger and how anger is actually weakness and not a strength, as we tend to believe. So I hope this video served your purpose. It made you happy, inspired you, it made you smile, it made you... I just hope you connected with what I said in this video, and that you thought about your own little things and about your own little life and things that you identified with, but with your own examples, and that it provided value. And I love you, and I hope you're great, and I hope you subscribe, and I hope we can keep having fun together. I'm sorry if my English is not perfect. I have no idea why these days I feel like I'm struggling to pronounce. I want to sound English, but I sound like a Spanish person speaking English, which really triggers me, guys, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it. I feel like I want to talk English. No. My English is broken. Is my English broken, guys? No, I'm sounding retarded now. I'm gonna leave this on, but anyway. Love you. And yeah, I also, because I'm traveling, I don't have the ring light, so I hope this still looks slightly nice and not very unprofessional. I hope it looks cute. But yeah, love you. I mean, life is so much easier if we just don't think that much or don't overthink. So I hope you're okay, and see you soon. And I don't want to talk so much, but yeah, I like to do also future blogs in which I just talk about random things and have a coffee, because I personally spend so much time alone, and I have like one friend, not as a joke, like not like people, you know, when people say, oh, I have one friend, but they have like 10. No, I have one friend. I only have one friend, and she lives far away. So I use YouTube loads as a way to not feel alone. And I know you may think it's weird, but I don't want you to be. So I just put like, I love Emma Chamberlain. I put like someone like her or somebody else, and it just feels like you're not that alone. And it's beautiful, you know. Who are we to judge? You know, we listen, but we don't judge, because yeah. Love you, and I'll see you soon, and